Good morning, Rhonda Liesenfeld here again. I'm in Chicago at Ravenswood neighborhood, and we're at the Hofheimer Gallery. And this is Teresa Hofheimer, the gallery owner. I'll let you introduce your studio.
Hi, good morning. I'm Teresa Hofheimer. This is Rick McEachern. Rick is the manager of the gallery, and I'm the director. And we'd love to take you inside and show you our new show, Field Studies, with Steve Corelli and Adam Plum. This is a series of collaborative drawings between Steve Corelli and Adam Plum. Started in 2014. There are 60 drawings each, 5 by 7, graphite on paper. And they have been mailing, Steve lives here in Chicago and Adam lives in Texas. They've been mailing these drawings back and forth and working on them without the influence of each other, and this is the results.
Teresa, would it be okay if we see some of Rick's art? And let's talk about what you're doing.
I would love to show you Rick's art. Yes. So not only does Rick work at the gallery, he is also a fine artist in his own right and has an upcoming show that I'll let him tell you about.
Thank you. So I have an upcoming show, June 18th and 19th, that is right here in Chicago in the Rogers Park neighborhood, and it is at the Greenleaf Art Center. It is going to be a collection of all sorts of artwork that I've been doing over the years. This is a piece that is part of a show that I did called Motel, which was mid-century motels, and it was 13 paintings, and I have a couple of them left, but the show was very successful, and I sold about half of them, and it was very well received. And it's kind of dark, dreary. Most of them are very dark and dreary.
Ricky, could you tell us a little bit about your podcast that you do as well?
Oh, sure. So I moved to Chicago a few years ago, and I was getting myself started as an artist here, and people didn't know me. And I needed a way for people to get to know me more than I'm Rick and this is my artwork. And I felt like they needed to know more about who I was as a person. So I like to talk and I'm very curious. So I started a podcast and it's called Eager to Know, and it's conversations with creative leaning people. So I'm able to ask anybody who I am interested in that I think is interesting to come on my podcast, and I get to ask them all sorts of questions. I do some visual artists, but I have less questions for visual artists. I have more questions for people that do things that I don't do. So I've had singers, actors, I had an astrologer, I had a blacksmith on, and that was extremely interesting. And we talk about the creative process, but really I just like to know what is going on inside people's heads. And what I've learned in doing 80 episodes is it's all really the same. Everyone is really the same. I think creative people have a better ability, they have an ability to express what's going on in a way that's more universal than maybe like a small business owner would be.
Yes. Well, I find this all totally fascinating. I listened to one of your podcasts this morning, loved it. We'll be following you, and I look forward to coming to your gallery show again. That was June 18th?
June 18th and 19th.
Okay, well, thank you so much for talking with us this morning. And we will be following through with his show, and then we hope to see you in the Hamptons soon.